Hey everyone, TCG Tacos here. I'm here with Sam Prime. Hey, top 8. We're gonna look at one of the decks that he brought. So Sam, what is it that you played here?
So I played kind of like Kurosawa's 3-color list with some changes. Obviously, like the big change here is Neo X Death, and that's the goal of the deck. So the goal of the deck is to be on the draw and go into Neo X Death or Sildra into Neo X Death and play Orin. If things line up, which they did quite a bit yesterday, you can also play Minwu on turn 1 if you're able to discard. And that's why the summons are broken down like they are. So it's 7 fire summons. I believe it's 8 earth summons, and then I think 8 water summons, or 9 water summons. So it's kind of broken down so that you can play the Minwu effect to reduce it by 2. However, the earth summons are pretty important, so you can't really cut those, and then the water summons are really important. And the fire summons are just kind of like Namateratsu is good. Brynhilder's not very good in the deck. It's alright, and the Phoenix is just alright, but you need those off-color summons. And so that's the reason that they're in the deck. I mean, like Phoenix sitting a Sophie or a Sarah Mobius is still pretty good, but it's not great. So the idea is that you're going to play Neo X Death on turn 1 or on turn 2 at the latest, and then you're going to protect it with Arciela, Orin, and Minwu. And then oftentimes, believe it or not, you just sit and don't do anything. You don't attack. You're just the only thing you're attacking with, if you're attacking with anything, is Arciela to get triggers on it. And then you kind of go into like a Sophie mode where you play Sophie. And now when you're dealing damage, you draw cards, you have a hitting X-Burst, is not so bad. And then you kind of like alpha strike your opponent in 1 turn to kind of kill them. That's what you do in theory. In most cases, your opponent just scoops when they have no permanents in play, and you have like Neo, Minwu, Arciela. It's just pretty, it was pretty good. I don't think that I lost a game with it. I don't remember, actually. I was really, really tired. I don't remember for sure. But I know that it was really good. I know that it was way better than my win deck. The win deck felt like a struggle to win every game, and this one, like, I could literally, like, that's the thing, is like, win takes so much mind power. This deck, I would be like, Neo X-Met, and I'd sit back, cross my legs, and just wait for my opponent to do whatever they're going to do. I mean, sometimes they have the answer, right? Sometimes they're going to have the Shantoto. Made top 8, Joe Lasinski had the Shantoto for my Neo X deck, which is pretty great, so he was able to Shantoto it. And then against his Avalanche deck, went pretty wide, hit some EX burst against him that I had to unfortunately attack into. But it was still a good game, and I like the deck a lot. As far as changes, I don't know what backups I'd play. I'd cut Sarah and Princess Sarah. These cards are bad. In the deck, I wouldn't play them. I'd probably up the number of Aikus to maybe 2, Leonardo 2, and Kolka 2. Like, Kolka's good enough. Like, Sarah's main job is searching Kolka, it feels like. So I would probably just up these each to 2 each. You don't need a lot of backups. You really just want the 1 backup so that your Arciela can play it on curve. But other than that, I wouldn't really change much about the deck. It was really fun. It was a total blast to play. All-stars were like Minwu was just an all-star. Minwu was absolutely an all-star. Core was also insane. Obviously, the Neo X Death was insane. So those are like, this felt like the core of the deck right here, like the 3 Minwus and 3 Neos, and then sometimes the form would come back and like kind of give them backup. It's pretty good.
Do you remember any of your matchups, like how they went?
I mean, I wrote it all down. I have it all written down, but I will say that sometimes you can play cards and they will force awkward, complicated board states for your opponent that causes misplays. Like Rydia is one of those cards. So a lot of times your opponent will try to kill Rydia when they can't. So they'll forget about the ability. So like I did, it feels kind of lucky my opponent cast a Brynhilder on my Rydia. So nothing happened to it, or my opponent Susano'd and it didn't die. RCL is another one of those things where they have to start doing like a lot of combat math. And not only do they have the combat math, but they have to factor in that you might also have tricks in the deck. So like maybe they do some math and you're like, okay, well my guy will at least trade with Arciela, and then you tighten it. Or you Kuch Lane their ability that pumps their other guys. So like, I Kuch Lane a Yang, for example, so that the guy didn't get pumped. So the deck plays kind of a cool setup game where it's different. It's different than normal Final Fantasy. You don't have to attack with it nearly as often, which I really like. Because I really hate attacking the expert. So that's pretty cool.
You basically told me what you would change.
Yeah, just these 4 cards. I'd include 3 more backups, and I would like to even out the fire summon. So I would consider maybe even like a 4-drop Bahamut that deals a 10k split. I think that card could be good.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that this week.
Yeah.
All right. Any shoutouts?
A shout out to Travis for testing with me. Shout outs to everyone who's willing to give me the time to test with. I didn't get to do a lot of testing, and this was a last minute addition. So up until this event, I was playing Mono Light or Earth Lightning, and couldn't beat Mono Wind with Earth Lightning, so I just had to find something else. So we got him to this. But yeah. Shout out to the Miami boys. I love you guys.
Thanks. Do you want to give a plug to your channel?
Oh yeah, so check out our page at Gamers Command. We're looking to start a store. We don't know exactly when. Real estate is pricey in Tampa, but we're in the hunt and we got some things working, so it's pretty cool.
Perfect.
So we do stream on Sunday nights. So come check out our stream. We'll be on Twitch at Gamers Command.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Sam.
Yep. Thanks.